Hello and cheers, everybody. Welcome to the 22nd episode of New Brew. New Brew 22. It rhymes. There will be no poems tonight, though.
Thank God.
Unless that's something that somebody's brought as a question type thing. But let's go ahead and welcome in our panel members tonight. We have Thomas Metal 75.
Cheers, everybody. Hello.
Over yonder is Alex the Beer Master.
What is up, everybody? Cheers.
He's at his sisters. We have East Coast LQ reviews.
Cheers.
Beer Man.
Cheers.
Miscellaneous brew reviews.
Yo.
And myself, Bumpy Road. If there's anybody in the chat that doesn't have access to the link for New Brew, please let me know if you have a new beer, a beer that you've never had before. So cheers to the chat. We do have Flacco's beer reviews here.
Cheers.
Aussie of Commerce.
I gotta hit him back up.
Josh over last beer. Well, I guess he's not coming up on panel, or he's going to be casually late. And John and Ellie. Cheers. Thank you all for being here. Let's go ahead and just get the show rolling with the Thomas Metal.
Ooh, hello, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Bumpy Road channel of YouTube. I have a collaboration beer today with the Odd by Nature Brewing Company from Cape Nedick or Nedick in Maine, and Harland Brewing Company from San Diego, of all things. It's called Chew on That. Chew on That. And the Chew on, or it's called High Chew, is a type of a candy they're brewing the beer with. It's a sour ale with blood orange, mango, and pineapple at 6.2%. And so blood orange, pineapple, blood orange, mango, lots of pineapple, and over 120 pounds of High Chew tropical candy. All right. I know nothing about this beer. This is truly a new brew to me. And this was done on 3/16/2022 in the can. Let's see if this is any good. Normally don't drink sour beers, but I'm game for anything, really. All right.
Some sour beers may not taste like sour. They might taste juicy and delicious.
We'll see. Yeah, this isn't one of those heavily fruited ones, and he's got a nice orangey,
that's true,
cloudy color. It looks more golden here, and it's got a nice 2.5 finger head with some moderate carbonation. We'll see how she goes. Cheers, everyone.
Oh, it's cheers for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Cheers to Kyle. All right.
Wow.
Haven't seen the legendary Kyle in a while. All right.
Hey, we're all rhyming tonight.
Yes, gal.
All right. Well, thank you very much there, Eric. Let's bring up Alex.
I got Drecker. Trying to read this writing here, and it's kind of hard for me to read when it comes to this cursive. I mean, it's Jazur Day or something like that. Like when you guys said that.
Go with that.
Yeah, I'm trying to read it, but it's kind of hard to read it.
I don't.
But either way, but I'm trying to read the bottom part. I think it's something to do with fruit or something. I think. I'm not sure. Or something like that. But we'll see. We're going to see what it smells like and all that good stuff next time around. But let me pour this up. I hope it doesn't explode. I did a spin a little bit. Okay. That smells really good. It smells like a vanilla.
So that is their like pie series, right, guys?
Pie series, thank you. Exactly. That's what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to figure out.
It's called slang de jour.
Thank you.
De jour means of the day.
Oh, de jour. That's right.
That's what that looks like, my friends.
It's the strawberry rhubarb cobbler, I think it said.
Yeah, strawberry rhubarb. Yeah, cobbler. Yes, thank you. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you.
From
That smells good. Looking forward to trying it, my friend.
Okay.
All right. Cheers. Cheers,
Swirl
boys.
that can, Alex.
Huh?
You spin the can.
Yeah, I did. That's why I think.
There you go.
You ever play spin the bottle?
Yeah, I've done that years ago.
Wow.
Or
7
no,
minutes
actually,
in
we
heaven?
might have done something like that on the internet.
Oh,
Wow.
no. I've never done that with you, Alex.
No. Never mind. Appreciate you.
All right. Today I got a beer that BuMpY gave me. This is Litherman's Limited. Almost anything goes sour ale. It says almost anything goes rotating fruited sour ale. This version is a fruit punch inspired sour ale, which combines a number of delectable fruit flavors together in a refreshing, delicious blend made with cherries, pineapple, passion fruit, guava, and pomegranate. These guys are out of, it says, Litherman's Limited is a Concord, New Hampshire-based nano brewery focused on bringing you musical spins on classical styles. How much can you carry? 6% alcohol by volume. No can on date. It just says 22, boy. No. I don't know what that is. 01 or something. But yes, I got my Trillium glass. How? Yeah, that's kind of fitting for the show. No, maybe not. All right, let's see what this looks like. Pour it up. Oh wow, it's like pink.
Yeah, maybe that means batch 1 of 2022.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, it's like a reddish pinkish color. I was gonna say I think it's just reflecting off the color of the beer, but it's definitely like off-white. Kind of looks like it had a little bit of a pinkish head. It's got a good aroma on it. I can already smell it from over here. So yeah, excited to try this. And cheers, guys.
Cheers. Cheers, Dan.
Yes.
All right, we're going to bear me in.
Hey, all right. Thanks, BuMpY. All right, so I got one from Block 15 out of Corvallis, another Block 15 one for you. And this is called the King Caspian. Weirdly enough, it has a freaking dog on it for a logo. But this is Imperial Red Ale, and it's an 8.8% Imperial Red. Show you the whole can. It's not much.
Oh yeah.
And canned 311, so fairly fresh, sort of. I hope this is more like Northwesty kind of. I like those hoppy reds. Kind of like that Rogue American one with the American flags. That's a very hoppy red. I love that amber. All right. Good, nice, tight head. 2-finger pour. Off-white, a little almost like, yeah, kind of almost tan. Opaque, caramel-looking beer. Kind of brown, nice. It smells very floral. Earthy and floral. Wow. All right, man. Cheers, guys.
Cheers,
Cheers, beer man. All right. Now, I'm wondering what miscellaneous might be bringing because he's
got
got
all
a
kind of
bunch
stuff,
of new
bro.
stuff.
All kind of beer, Doug. Fridge is hunkered down. All right, so I've got one here from Stargazer and Tox Brewing Company. Stargazer's out of North Haven, Connecticut. This is distributed by 12%. All right, so yeah, this is called the Angel Colony.
Nice.
It's 8.5%. This is an oak milk IPA with Citra and Galaxy. Canned on, they do have a date, 2/18/22. This came from Mr. John and Nelly, aka Georgia Beer Reviews. Also scored some stuff from BuMpY in there. I think I tucked some of that up. Some big ones. Never had this company, never had this beer. So we're gonna find out. Looks damn hazy.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That looks beautiful.
Milk.
Very, very juicy looking New England IPA. Great 2-finger, I'd say probably 2.5 fingers. Yeah, looks a little soapy on the sides, but nice and frothy. You know, it says it's got the oat milk in there, so it's probably gonna have pretty good retention. Nice and hazy, definitely murky.
Oh yeah.
It smells pretty good.
All right. Thank you, Miss Lace.
Cheers.
Cheers, Miss Liz.
Cheers, miscellaneous.
All right. Well, Josh, whenever you get off the toilet and you want to come in,
Get over here.
So the beer I'm going to bring is a beer from
New Hampshire.
from
Whoa.
Missouri, but it was gifted to
Kansas
me from
City,
somebody in
Missouri.
Florida.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So Miscellaneous did this one. I think you did it on one of the Multi Mondays already, or it was on Beer Man's channel.
Mhm.
That or, yeah, one of them.
It was
New
kind of
brew- I
recent.
don't-
So I figured that I'd be safe bringing it to this because I've never had it before, and then also if I don't get enough verbiage in on how it tastes and smells and stuff, then it's already been there's already some verbiage out there on it from Miscellaneous. So, but yeah, this is from Boulevard Brewing Company. They're out of Kansas City, Missouri, and this one's called Magic Drip. It is a barrel-aged wheated imperial stout with Colombian coffee. It is a limited release, and it comes in at 13.5% ABV with 23 IBUs. And it's
Got
best
the hiccups
enjoyed
now.
before August 2000. I've been doing this lately. I don't know. My body's all messed up. Hiccup in, acid reflux in.
It happens.
Sure does.
All right. We'll stop there. 12-ounce bottle. I only have a little bit, so I think
It'll fit in there.
I thought the head was gonna go build, like Bob the Builder and build a bigger head, but it didn't. It stopped.
Oh.
And I'm glad that's a thick glass. Yeah, it's got a pretty I'm gonna call it a mocha head. Mocha, definitely mocha. Bubbles are mediocre mixed. And I'd say it's not quite rocky, but the head's gonna break down for sure. Beer itself, well, there's not much color coming through. There's a very dark, like almost black red line, a very thin red line on the bottom reservoir. So we're going to call this thing pretty much black, almost jet black, I would say, except for that small amount of redness that does show. So damn dark beer and lots of aromatics, as in robust aromatics coming out of the glass here. So let's go ahead and let Josh in. Oh, that's not Josh. Are you kidding me? Drewski,
Who's good?
Whiskey, is that you?
do you have
not a beer.
do you have a new beer that you've never had before?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit of liquor in my beer, and that makes it a new beer.
BuMpy, help us, man.
So Drewski, you don't have a new
I came
beer?
here as a coach, as a judge. I just want to make sure
You want to
everybody's
just
getting
stick
along.
around and just be part of the show, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to actually bring you up to drink.
And
Okay.
I'll keep my mouth shut. Just be on,
Okay.
be on with yourself. Go ahead.
I'll leave you in. You can stay. I got plenty of room.
Go ahead.
You can add to the show. But hey, if we have questions, because we got questions, so you're going to answer the questions that are asked, though. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Of course.
I was so hoping it was going to be Josh.
I'm a referee.
Oh, I'm very happy to have you here, Drewski. Thank you for showing.
Cheers, Drewski.
Where the hell am
Enough
I?
about that. I'm a referee. I'll just be watching. And,
All right, we got Josh.
Just be on with your.
Josh!
I was on the toilet. How did you know I was on the toilet? How did you know? I was
Seems
on
like
the
a
toilet.
logical guess.
Oh my God.
All right. I finally made it. All right. So tonight from Treehouse Brewing, I have the King Julius. 8.4% ABV, double IPA. Canned on April 26, 2022. I don't know what hops are in here. I don't think they tell you.
Finally, Treehouse came around your area. Nice, Josh.
Oh, my buddy went up there to get. I got a whole
Until they
case.
distributed outside of Massachusetts.
Got some of that.
I need to get some more Treehouse. I haven't got a chance to actually try because I was freaking drunk when I last
District
drank.
96.
It was at the legendary Brandon's house. Man, that looks good.
So yeah, there you go. That's what she looks like. Got a 2-finger head. Very orangish, like a dark orange, but it smells delicious. Not BuMpY's. BuMpY's not here.
That looks really good. That looks delicious.
You gotta
Yeah.
keep on talking. Keep
I can't wait to try Treehouse again when I'm not drinking, so I can actually.
This beer apparently has 100 on Beer Advocate.
Ooh,
Wow.
nice.
Dang.
On Untapped. So
Whatever.
we'll see if it's well tapped.
Biased opinions.
Don't be jealous over there.
I'm not jealous.
It is biased opinions. It could be a drain pour, but back
Free for all.
What the heck was that?
Just cut them off.
Rain for free for all.
That was awesome. Josh, we love you.
I thought you were kicking.
You can
people
finish
used to
what you
spend
were
like
saying,
$30 a can for this just to get their hands on it. That was back in the day, a couple years ago.
Ooh.
I'll tell you, this stuff smells really good. Smells like vanilla pie. Can't wait to get
Vanilla
into it.
pie.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's a strawberry rhubarb pie.
Whoa.
Oh, strawberry rhubarb.
Is it going to be 100? We'll see.
Is that what this beer is supposed to look like?
Yeah, in
Looks
my mind, I
delicious.
can definitely say it's got the drip,
Boy.
as in like your coffee drip. It does have some bold coffee sticking out of the flavors and lots of chocolate too.
I'm
Kind of
getting
reminds me a bit of the one of the KBSs that was like a chocolate and coffee mix.
Like the KBS.
Oh, yeah. KBS delicious.
I think the original KBS was pretty well. They were in bourbon barrels, but it was
Yeah.
coffee forward, I would say.
Mine's got rose and a nice hoppy bite, like herbal hops, like nice nobly hops, like spicy hops or something, and rose. That's weird.
Interesting.
Caramel, yeah. Cheers, Cheryl.
I'll tell you guys, this does not smell like a sour at all. Can't wait to get into it, though. I bet it's going to be delicious.
Cheers. Get on with it.
Cheers, everybody.
Go.
Cheers.
Free for all. You can do whatever you
like
want.
a
when you
fish in
want
a
to do.
tank when you do
I'm
that. Eric.
thinking rhubarb. Rhubarb might be a little tart.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said, Eric?
No.
I said I feel like a fish in a tank when you do that. When you hit the camera.
Oh, geez. Oh. Oh, just like this.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, mine is interesting. This is the that Chew on That beer from Odd by Nature and Heartland Brewing Company. Blood orange, mango, pineapple. 120 pounds of this high chew, which apparently, according to their website, it's a soft candy with a long-lasting chewy texture. Combine that with smooth, real fruit flavors. All right. So, and it's got coconut in it too. There's subtle notes of coconut. So I'm getting all. This is pretty on the tart side. It's a very light style bodied beer, but you get a ton of coconut and a lot of blood orange right after that. Some of the mango notes. There's a pretty sweet middle of the palate before it gets really, really dry. I would say it's super tart on that sour side, definitely. There's a little bit of maybe like a milky sort of complexion about it too. something like that, something creamy.
Pina colada type thing.
A little sticky, not too bad, but not the worst sour beer I've ever had in the world. So nice and refreshing, crisp, clean. Yes, ultra refreshing. Pretty, very, very tropical, smoothie kind of fruits in that drink. So interesting stuff.
It's weird that you said sour or tart with the coconut in those like the blood orange.
Tons of blood. It's the blood orange. Tons of blood orangey sour tartness. Yep. Interesting.
Coconut to wrap it up.
Someone almost coconut milky in the taste, I guess, but it's so light. It doesn't really. It's not really like a full, heavily fruited sour like some of your Trekker beers. Not that. A little bit better on the drinkability. So far, so good. I don't really normally buy sour beer, so pretty good.
This beer is sour.
Wow.
This beer is freaking sour.
One sour to the next.
Ooh. I like it, but it's definitely making my face pucker. On the aroma, I wasn't really getting any of the pineapple, the guava. It was more the cherries, passion fruit, and pomegranate. Yeah, it's pretty damn sour though. Trying to think of what I've had that's kind of similar to this. Well, it's kind of like that Greater Good, the Funk Daddy. I think it's probably the sour level of that, because that was like, actually, this might be like a little bit less sour than that one, but it's still in the range of like, definitely makes you make a face when you take a sip.
I'm noticing a little bit of a vinegary hit now that I think about it in my beer. You getting anything like that? Vinegariness. Any of that?
In mine?
Yeah.
Vinegar? No, not really.
Okay.
This is it. I would say it does. This does taste like fruit punch. The passion fruit is definitely on the finish. Pomegranate and cherry are up front. I'm having trouble finding the pineapple and the guava on this one.
Ooh.
Citrus. They say citrus on mine. I can't figure out the citrus. I do get piney and bitter in the finish, though. It's very crisp and piney.
That looks like a really dark beer to be citrusy.
It's a red ale. I think it's more of a Northwesty style. It's definitely bitter and piney. Yeah, it's got that
orange citrusiness or something.
No, it's rose. I'm getting rose floral. I get caramel sweetness. They're using crystal malt, of course, in this. A robust crystal malt backbone. Flavors are a crisp bitter finish, which is it has definitely pine and citrus. They don't say anything about what kind of citrus, but I think it would probably go on the lines of like a grapefruit or something like that. But it's definitely piney and dry and pointy in the back. It's got that Northwest kind of feel, little toffee caramel. It's really really nice. It's pretty balanced too. For if you like West Coasties kind of things with that little amber cut touch, this is definitely something
like
you'd
a
like.
two-hearted ale type thing.
Yeah, good stuff. Good retention too. Look at that shit. Holding well. It's nice foam. Well, yeah, dude.
I'm trying to talk, but it's like every time I go to say something, I'm like I'm eating the sour candy.
Oh no!
Damn.
I like it though, but it's definitely like you feel it. You kind of feel. Can you feel sourness in your chest? Because I feel sour.
Oh, you got that down there, yeah.
Well, it's not like a burn.
Big lactic burst.
Yeah,
lactic burst. Somebody should name that video.
Makes you feel like you need to
Yeah.
take a couple of tums after
Geronimo.
you
Come to give you a heart
I
attack
don't like the sour beer.
and an ulcer.
Drink a bunch of those.
I think the guava I can see. I'm not getting. Did you get much pineapple in this puppy? I'm not really getting any of the pineapple.
It's been a while since I've had it. To me, it was a lot. It was cherry forward.
Yeah.
It was kind of. I think what I remember saying about it was kind of like a fruit punch, like a diet fruit punch.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's kind
It
of
was kind of like the flavors were there, but they were very diluted.
and like yeah, kind of like watered down. Like if you didn't have enough powder when you were making it, you
All
know.
right, boys, I gotta stop pussyfooting around. We gotta get this. I'm on first shift, so I'm talking. We gotta get
All
drunk.
right. So you're gonna be heading off to bed there, Drewski?
In about an hour, couple hours.
All right.
In 20 years. All right, this stuff is really good, but very sour.
Very sad. Yeah, the Slange is yours a little more puckery, I think. I remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Tart puckery. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. But would I get this again? Maybe, but I'll definitely try all the series. I will definitely try this whole series, the pie series. I will definitely try it all. They might be better than I would probably get this again. Maybe. I mean, it's tasty. I like it.
You gotta try that.
Alex, do you know what rhubarb is actually like? Have you ever ate a bar of rhubarb right off
I
the
probably
bat?
did, but I don't remember. I'll have to check it out.
Maybe.
As a kid, I remember growing up.
I don't remember having that, but maybe. I don't know.
It's
Alex,
super
Alex,
tight.
is that the one with the? Do these Slanges yours? They have that cinnamon kind of bready crust kind of taste, right? I can't remember on the ones on that series.
Cinnamon? Let me see.
Or kind of a cinnamony kind of crust or pie crust or.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
But this ain't no cinnamon. This ain't the cinnamon one. So,
Yeah.
but
No, I don't know. I think they all kind of taste the same, sort of.
yeah, but when you try the other stuff, it doesn't taste the same.
Right. It's good. Like, totally
Well, the
different.
Slang du jour kind of all taste pretty similar.
Pie like, yeah.
I have
that pie crust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? Wait a minute. You know what? As I'm tasting it, though, beer man, I do have that little cinnamon.
Just a pinch, like a balanced pinch.
Yeah.
Can you hold up the side of the can? It says gimmicks. They say exactly what they put in it.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, good.
Gimmicks. Strawberry, rhubarb, granola, brown sugar, lactose, cinnamon.
That's
vanilla.
it. Yep. The granola, brown sugar, all that's probably the added dough flavor,
So
pie flavor
again,
kind of thing.
I do like this. I may get this again. It's a delicious beer. But I have other beers I want to try of this brewery. So, all the flavors of it. So, but I would probably get just a review, but I already have a couple more cans, so I can review it that way and then move on to the next. But the other beers, I'll definitely get more of because they're phenomenal. But yeah, this is good. I'm looking forward to trying this whole series though.
Good looking fruited sour though. Looks good. Pureed sour.
It
Dessert
is
sour
good.
from us. Yeah.
It is looking good though, and very milky too. And it
Well,
also it gives you that freaking heartburn though feel. Jesus.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Those
isn't that
do.
that's the feeling of
Oh God.
living.
Yeah.
You got to have pain to know you're there.
That's right.
Did you guys ever used to take warheads and wash them off in the sink?
No.
Oh, like
What?
warheads, but I'm not that crazy. And I used to wash them off in the
I
sink.
think we had
Reminds me of
a question. Somebody in our panel,
legendary Eric.
legendary Eric. So let's go ahead and get this portion done. We're already half an hour into this, so that would be this guy.
Oh yes, me. The question.
Josh is first.
I have a feeling people have an opinion on this one. Definitely. Do you have a go-to beer that you always have in the fridge, or do you like to buy different beers mostly? There's usually, in my case, some kind of light beer, mostly a Miller Lite, at least an 18-pack of that. But I'm generally a kind of a person that, obviously, I think a lot of us are, especially since this is a new brew sort of a show, where I like to have different beers and try different things and have a different variety. I'm usually not a creature of habit, but definitely minimally an 18 of some kind of light beer like a Miller Lite is a good one to keep around with the different selection at the same time. So yeah, it's my answer.
All right. Well, let's bring up Josh. Let's see what Josh says to
So I
that.
have a beer that I always keep in the. I mean, not really. I mean, I kind of buy the same brewery beers for the most part, just different, like their new stuff.
Mm.
I don't really have a go-to per se. I mean, sometimes I'll buy a Natty Bow, which is like a cheap macro, nice little palate cleanser. But not really. I don't really. I mean, there's certain beers from like breweries that I usually pick up when they release them again. But yeah, I think I just buy new stuff most of the time. I mean, I'll revisit beers that I've liked. Like if I bought a 4-pack of something or a track beer that I liked that comes out again, I'll buy them. Like, buy that beer again. But I don't really have a go-to beer really. Just kind of what I'm in the mood for, and if I liked the beer before or certain staples from breweries that I like, I'll pick it up again. But there's nothing really that I constantly have the same thing in the fridge. But maybe, like I said, maybe Natty Bow, but I bought a 12-pack a while back. But yeah, every once in a while I'll get some macro in there.
You're young, Josh. You're young. You will.
Oh man,
eventually-
I'm gonna be 35 next Thursday.
Are you 35? I thought you were in your fucking 20s, like late 20s. No
I wish,
shit.
man. I
You're
appreciate
older.
it. I'll be 35 next Thursday. So
Yeah, I'm sorry for saying that. You're only a year fucking younger. I thought you were a lot
Just come up here,
younger.
Josh, and
You
drink.
I
look
wish.
like a young man.
But
That's
yeah,
fine.
to answer that question, I guess I don't really have a beer that I
Yeah,
constantly
I think
keep in
you're
the
older
fridge.
than fucking BuMpy. Or not BuMpy, I think is no, yeah. BuMpy is we already
Cheers.
discussed
This
it.
beer is good. I like it.
BuMpy, I think is 2 years older than me.
Delicious. Spendy.
I agree with you.
Oh, Treehouse supposed to be spending. They're good beers.
Well, it's your turn, Alex. Thank you so much, Josh.
He's out.
Cheers, Josh.
Well,
Cheers.
what would I have in the fridge just to drink whenever?
Well, do you have a go-to beer that you always keep in the fridge, or do you like to mostly buy different?
Now this guy's the same age.
I mostly buy new beers all the time, but every now and then I'll maybe get some Coors Extra Gold or Coors Banquet. I need to start doing that so I could, if I'm not drinking the craft beer at the moment, I can drink that. But this stuff is pretty darn good. But yeah, you're right. This way I can have a palate cleanser, and it's good stuff too. Anyway, so Coors Banquet, Coors Extra Gold, whenever you're not in the mood for craft beer. So yeah, that's what I do, my friend. I mostly buy lots of craft beer, but every now and then get a beer just to enjoy without being craft beer. But I would.
Is there a certain brewery that you always seem to have?
If any, oh, you meant like a craft beer or just regular beer?
Right. If you're not buying like if you don't always have like Coors Light in your fridge, like as your go-to standby, is there like a certain, since you're always buying different craft beers, is there a certain brewery, even if it's different beers by them, that you always seem to carry?
At this moment, it could be Drecker, it could be any number of beers of different breweries because I'm always on the mood when it comes to these beers.
Founders.
Whatever's local.
I have gotten some. I don't have them now, but I did have some of those beers, which is the brewery that I'm going to take Mr. Bumpy Road if he comes back around again here, since he didn't make it to the actual brewery before it opened anyway. Which is the what's it called, Dr. Brewlittle. So I'm planning on taking Mr. Bumpy one day to the Dr. Brewlittle site and have him try the beers because he went there before, but it wasn't open yet. It was obviously months before or weeks before it opened up. Ways. I mean, I don't know. I forget. It was a way.
It looked like it was further away from a week.
Yeah, so probably months or yeah, probably months. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I do remember that. So there you go. Appreciate you.
All right. Thank you, Alex.
Cheers, Alex.
All right.
Yes.
Next up for this question is
You
Container.
Can skip me. I'm the I'm the bouncer. I'm not doing
So as far as go-to beers, yeah, I like to keep like beer in my fridge. I don't have like a specific one. Usually like Miller Lite, Coors Banquet, Busch Light, even Genesee Cream Ale. But I definitely like to I like to buy new stuff all the time. The way I look at it is, there's always something new for you to try. No matter what, you can always go to the store and buy something new. People are constantly making new stuff, so that's kind of how I look at it. I like to experience different beers and learn from drinking beers and doing different reviews and stuff. So I guess I'm more of a person who likes to just buy a lot of different variety of breweries and styles and stuff. So, but I mainly gravitate towards like IPAs, New England IPAs, and I think Proclamation is one of the breweries that I definitely always check out. I'm trying new things from them. Always looking at their website. If it's not every other week, it's every week. But yeah, like I said, I'm more of somebody who likes to just buy a different variety of stuff. And
How long?
I have been buying a lot of single cans lately because I've had my fair share of buying 4-packs, 6-packs, and you drink one, you're like, this is okay. It's not the greatest, but buying single cans is pretty much what I've been doing for the past couple of months.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a helpful life hint right now, Tanner.
Yeah.
Cans are always better in pairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're better in close.
How long have you been buying craft beer? You look like a young guy too.
Hey, it's not your turn.
Well, I'm just asking.
No question.
I noticed a moment.
What do they call that in court when you?
Because I'm just wondering, dude, like, as a younger person, I was an IPA guy. And I noticed after drinking them for a while, I am a stout person when it comes down to it. I love stouts. Stouts and porters, which are basically the same damn thing, but porters are a little bit lighter. That's why I asked. Because my
as long as I've been doing my channel, I've been buying different beers and stuff. Of course, I didn't start off with $20 4-packs. I was buying stuff from bigger companies and didn't really know much about it. So I think a lot of us are like that, where you're not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna buy every $20 4-pack. I mean, maybe you're Josh and did that, but.
Wait a second.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
All right, cheers,
Cheers, man. Cheers, Evan.
All right.
All right. I have the question. I see the question here. I had to go to the bathroom. But do you have a beer you always have in the fridge, or do you like to buy beers mostly? So the main one, I like to do mix of sixes, is what Justin usually has over here, but he moved onward and has another job, but they still have that. They still have that section. But I like it in other places as well. But my main focus are from Fort George. Freem is another one. Bowie Beer. All the local ones I like a lot. Even Sierra Nevada. I always buy their 12-pack if it's on sale. I check the date, so I'll be like today I bought a Deschutes one today, and it was like $3.11 or something. I was like, cool, that won't be too Lipton tea like. But yeah, I mean, like the Fort George has a really gnarly like I like their Suicide Squeeze. I think I gave that to BuMpY, that and maybe a couple other people, maybe Rod J.
Yeah, it's the one with a snake on it.
Yeah, it changes color when it's colder or whatever. But
it does?
Yeah, it does. It does.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. But 7 point, I know. I was like, Magnetic
Yeah,
Fields
that's
is
a footnote.
another good one, and Vortex IPA is one of my great 4-packs I like to go to. They actually made Magnetic Fields from 16s to 12s. The Freem, though, I really like the Freem. That's another one I sent, like miscellaneous, bumpy, everyone. I just try to give you guys our locals. BuMpy has a nice 7.5% Westy IPA, 70 IBUs, very nice. I thought it was good, decent for Macrocraft. They're not Macrocraft at all, actually. They're just Macrocraft around here. They sell them in the grocery stores and all that stuff. But like, yeah, the Pale Ale from Sierra Nevada, the Torpedo, even that Fantastic Haze. I'm just looking at their website. The Dankful IPA is really nice. Yeah, good stuff, And if it's on sale, that's the best deal. That if it's on sale and it's within a good date, I'm happy. If it's on sale, it usually means it's old as shit. So you really got to check those dates when it's on sale. But yeah, no, that's my lineup. That's what I do. I hope I answered that. But yeah, cheers. Right on.
No, you answered that perfectly, and especially when you said if you notice something on sale, make sure you're checking your shit.
Yeah, that goes with anything. It could be damaged if you see it on Amazon or eBay, and it's some used item. And it's really cheap compared to the other products. Yeah, be careful, be wary. It might be coming from China.
China.
Cheers. Thank
Cheers. Yeah.
Hey, Drewski, answer the question.
I'll get I still got Sierra Nevada, but like I said, I'll put a little liquor.
Well, no. What is there a beer that you keep on hand, or do you choose
It's
craft
just
beer?
Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, dude.
Sierra Nevada
That's
Pale
it.
Ale.
I'm a liquor drinker.
Well, you were drinking that IPA there for a while, right? That crafty IPA from Michigan. All right. Thanks, Drewski. Thanks.
You. See you in 20 years.
It's me. All right. So for me to answer this question, So I mostly just buy craft beers, and I usually buy.
Yeah.
I search for beers I haven't had yet, because when you're doing inspections or beer reviews of different beers, you want to do something different. You don't want to always do the same one over and over again.
Right.
I do pick up some beers, not religiously, but I will do it, on occasion. Like there may be some beers from certain craft breweries I really like, and I just want to pick them up as my side drinkers. So I'll do that. Some of the kind of,
I bet you I could take them.
the cheaper, they're not quite macro, but I guess they are. They might be macro because it's like kind of the Euro lager type stuff. But I'll show you one that I pick up quite often enough,
Look, he's in a wheelchair. He can't even walk. I could definitely
Look at the
Piero Moretti.
the Birra Moretti.
Oh, nice.
I pick this up quite often. Or
What's
some
the
other
ABV on that?
Euro.
Yeah, I like that beer.
5%,
Yeah.
4.6%, even lower than 5%.
Oh,
Okay.
not the
So I'll
double.
get that. A lot of times, I'll usually have something from Modest Man in my fridge.
Modest Man is
One way or
delicious.
another. Yeah, I usually have something from them. So as far as like a craft brewery, Modest Man frequents my house quite a bit. So there's that. Those are my answers, I guess, for that question. But I don't like purchase Budweiser and Coors Light and whatever Busch. I've done it. I have had it. I've drank that stuff, but I'm not like a. The last time I bought a Bud Light, not a Bud Light, damn it, a Bud Heavy 30-pack, I did it, and after the second 12-ounce can of it, I regretted it. I said, "Damn it, I got to drink all this crap." So, yeah, that was the last time, and that was when I had COVID the first time. So, yeah.
When you get used to something, I mean, you're used to drinking a bunch of different craft beers, but
Did you give your full answer on your question? Because you started talking about.
I'm sorry. I told you I wasn't going to.
We are.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Eric, did you give your full answer on your own question? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, then. I guess was free for all. Free for all.
Oh, me and you, Bobby, right now. Let's go. It's a free for all. Oh, no.
And BuMpy has left the building.
Oh, Drewski, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses.
And in a wheelchair, and
In a
then you're
wheelchair.
in your soft wheelchair.
Wheelchair.
Yeah.
Bench press big ass.
Yeah, man.
Well, all I gotta say is that this was a good beer. I have another can.
All you have to do.
Yeah, this beer, from Boulevard, to me, this Magic Drip, it tastes almost exactly like, I think it's definitely, it reminds me of a KBS, and I want to say it's like their Mountain Brown or something like that.
Mountain Brown Ale or something like that.
There's something that's super coffee forward but
like
chocolatey.
a
It tastes
podcast
almost identical to a KBS beer.
Nice.
That's I think about the same percentage.
Are you
maybe.
talking about the KBS Espresso Legendary BuMpy?
Maybe.
Because that's how I got it from you.
Yeah, it tastes like identical on my palate, anyways.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's how I came across the KBS
Yeah.
Espresso. I got it from you originally first, and then I got it at home.
Nothing wrong with
It's just super.
Brown.
It's like a darker chocolate, a Hershey's special dark chocolate coffee.
Yeah, like the Yingling.
That's pretty much what it is.
That's a good beer, BuMpy. I've had that too. That's
Yeah.
very good. I like that quite a bit. Strong. What was it again?
13.9.
So yeah,
13.5. I'm sorry.
pretty strong. Yeah,
Mm.
that's like a wine.
Oh, damn. 13.
Yeah, it's wine strength.
Yeah,
Big
that's a
beer.
heavy hitter right there.
Right. Well, you just talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Underground mountain.
See you in 20 years.
Guy ran off again. The host ran off.
You're gonna drop a bumpy dumpty.
I've got to release all the
I
water.
wonder
we've
what
had
size of turd.
He's still there.
Dude, I bet his logs are like.
How you doing there, Beer Man? How's Beer Man this evening? I know he's
Doing good, man. This is like I said, the flavors are still rosy and kind of piney finish, crispy, maybe a little grapefruit is what I get, but very well put with a very well balanced Northwest amber, Imperial amber at that 8.8, 8.6. 8.8. Yeah, and I mean no alcohol presence whatsoever. Very drinkable, very likable. Not bad. I thought the rose was gonna put it off a bit, but it's not rose like lychee. It's more like rose. Like they put rose petals in it. Red rose petals.
You talking
Lychee,
about
lychee. I say lychee actually, but I think that's how I don't know how it's said, but anyway.
you talking about the Chinese?
Yeah,
thing
little
that's
white
like-
things that have kind of a rose
Yeah,
melon kind of strawberry flavor. Yeah. But that I don't get that. I get more of an herbal rosy
No, I'm
petal
just
kind
live
of thing.
right now.
It's
Let me
very
mute
nice.
myself here.
Perfumey. But don't let that. It doesn't set you off or anything. It's very drinkable, like I said. It's interesting, and even they say it's interesting on the can. So, yeah, I agree with what they're saying, and it's a good beer. So, I've got my thoughts as well as like a score. I don't want to give that out yet, but it's a very good good beer. So, I'm happy with it. It's different than your normal IPAs. That's all I have. That's all I have is Westies. It's all they have here.
Alex's beer, like a fucking rhubarb pie beer. I'm curious to know.
Rhubarb party.
Because rhubarb, dude, it's the
Tart. Yeah,
celery of the world. You know,
it is. Mixes well with strawberry. It's very good. I think
Yeah.
strawberry works well with it. Yep.
Oh, my mom used to make the best rhubarb cake. She would make a pie.
Oh,
It
no.
was almost like an angel cake, but You ever had a pineapple upside down cake?
Yes.
But
Good
with
stuff.
rhubarb, think of that.
Just don't eat the leaves. They'll kill you.
Don't
on
kill you.
rhubarb. Rhubarb has a chemical in it. It's cyanide, and it'll kill you.
Whoa.
You boil it in someone's soup, you can kill them. You can
Yikes.
kill them, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure can.
No, I don't know.
I think BuMpy definitely described this beer best when he said, "Diet fruit punch."
Diet.
Diet fruit punch. Very acidic though. It's like it's almost like someone took Warheads and was making fruit punch, didn't put enough powder, but added Warhead to the fruit punch.
I am.
Like a diabetic arrest.
It's good though. I do like it. It's not as it's definitely more on the sour rather than the sweet side, I would say.
More on the sweet side, you said?
No, I said it's more on the sour rather than the sweet
yeah, you
side.
were saying sour.
If there was something that I would like for them to do to this beer to improve it and maybe be a little bit more of a enjoyable beer. Not saying that's not enjoyable, but for me to give it a better score, I would definitely like them to maybe make it a little bit more prominent on the fruit flavors and add more sweetness to it and kind of even out the sour aspect of it with more of the fruity flavors that are coming through. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Take out some of the Splenda.
yeah.
Splenda.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest. I don't really like Splenda, sucralose. I don't know. Nothing compares to just regular sugar for me.
Yeah, I thought I thought it was a good beer. That one that you had, the almost anything goes. But it was definitely on the lighter side as far as the fruit flavors. They were there, but it was like they were a bit diluted.
Yeah.
But it still stood out as a kind of classic type of sour to me. So
Yeah, I do agree with that. Not your pulpy, heavily fruited, but more of like you said, like kind of the
almost like a Berliner Weiss type deal.
Yeah. Yep.
I like Berliner Weiss style. I like that stuff. You can do so much with it.
Josh,
Even on the fruited side, it's like it's so
What?
nice.
He said, "Are you on the highway again?" In
the background.
I don't know why I get that.
Flying Dog, nice. I haven't had them in a while.
12%, damn.
Can't get them over here. Idaho, we could,
Oh,
but
yeah,
not
I've
here.
seen that beer.
Yeah, we get Flying Dog.
They got one called Raging Bitch, I believe.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a Belgian. The Raging Bitch is a Belgian IPA. There was a new one that I just saw. I'm not sure if it's new, but I've never seen it before. But it was their Gonzo Baltic Porter that they did, which I've had, and Alex has had that. You've had the Gonzo from Flying
Yeah,
Dog.
I believe so. Yeah.
But they have a barrel aged one out there, and it's something like 12% ABV.
Well, thank you for telling me, because me and you are going to have to hunt that down and do a review on it, or maybe
I just need to drive like 2 minutes down the road. It's in the store.
And what is it called? Gonzo.
It's a barrel aged Gonzo.
Barrel aged Gonzo. As soon as I find it, we'll do an examination.
Comes in a 4-pack.
You know, local beers, Alex?
Yeah, I drank it with the legendary. Well, I drank it before with the legendary BuMpy.
Yeah, you've
Not
had
the-
it. I think you
never
brought it
found
to like
it.
a
I
multi
need
Monday or
Flying Dogs
something,
in
or
the
an after dark beer.
something like that, because it was a
Yeah.
dark beer. Exactly.
Does anybody remember this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you're
dude.
back.
All right, no, wait a minute.
Before my time.
We need to bring that show back. I'll have to talk to BuMpy. Make sure it happens again.
That was only cool for the 80s kids.
Hey,
Getting a Woodrow Wilson off those titties.
Gonzo.
Yeah, who would you drink a beer with, celebrity-wise, dead or alive? That was the question in the chat there.
We've actually had a question very similar to that already.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never even thought of that.
Because my answer to what celebrity would I drink the beer I had was Gordon Ramsay.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember everybody's celebrity. I think somebody said Bob Ross,
Jerry Garcia, man.
Jerry Garcia.
Mine would have to be a female just because I want to fucking, like, get close into the female reaction. So I'm going to have to just go ahead and go with, like, I don't know. This is a hard one. On to the next. I'll come back with that answer.
Can't translate.
First. I said everybody else first. It's got to be a female. I'm going to have to think about this for a minute. So on to the next one. Come back to me on that.
Love you, Drewski, man. You cool.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and move myself here, and I'll do this. We'll get the show finished up. So the last kind of question thing for the panel tonight, and it's not really much of a question, but just listen to my words and just go through it and do it. If you haven't talked much about the beer that you have on hand, you can give your description of it. Descriptors. Let's not go religious. And then
honestly, all right, Mila Kunis, because she is the Jim Beam like spokeswoman.
That's
and
right.
she can get me all kinds of Jim Beam for free. Fuck yeah! Jim Beam for a lifetime. I already figured it out.
There you go.
Sweet. Thank you, Drewski. So, just go ahead and what you're drinking on, go ahead and give a description, a score, even throw out a score. And then after that, go ahead and do any promos, shout outs that you want to do. So we're going to start off with Eric, who is also known as Thomas Metal 75, who is also known as Massachusetts Beer Reviews, who's also known as Little Drummer Boy.
I'm odd by nature, but that's okay. I chew on that. So Odd by Nature, Harlan Brewing Company. Chew on that. Sour beer. It's actually got a sticky body to it. It is not one of those heavily fruited sours. Again, mango, blood orange, pineapple, over 120 pounds of this. High chew from Japan, fruit chew candies are brewed into this beer. And there's some coconut. I'm getting a little bit of a coconut lactic kind of a creaminess to it as well. I think this is a pretty good. I like this. This is all right. This isn't so bad. It's very heavy on the tropical, like mixed drink kind of fruit flavors in there. It's heavy on the blood orange tart side, and it's got that coconut and that coconut creaminess, coconut milky creaminess at the end, tail end of the sip. Very refreshing. It doesn't really taste 8.2. It tastes lower than that. It's crisp, clean, ultra refreshing, pretty clean. It is a little, it is a touch on the sweet side, but it's fairly clean. I guess I'll call it semi-dry. I kind of wish it was even more bone dry, but that's just the style. And the high chew is giving it a little bit of sweetness, I believe, as well. Pretty good. Normally sours aren't my bag, but I don't dislike sours. But this one I'm gonna give. I don't think it's quite like revolutionary. It's not blowing me away, but it definitely is. I'll give it an 88 out of 100. It's a really good, easy, approachable.
This is really good.
Yeah, 88. Cheers.
Cheers, Eric.
88's not bad. Cheers.
Mm.
Good on.
Very tart blood.
That even left a nice film around the side. I can kind of still see like a
Yeah, what
peche, peachy kind of thing going on.
It's kind of
Some
foggy.
kind of filmy or something. Yeah.
Right there. There you go.
Interesting. Unless that's the color of the glass.
Yeah, man. Shovel time.
Nice.
And promos and shoutouts.
Oh yes. Hopefully we're doing the wild card Wednesday. I believe we'll probably have time to do that this week. That's on the Thomas Middle 75 page. We'll do the wild card Wednesday. That's 7:30 Eastern time, and bring a beer, wine, spirit, or really any adult beverage. Let's have some fun. All I ask is,
Don't
not
be a douche.
Yeah.
And don't be a douche, you said.
Do not be a douche. No,
Yeah, that's your slogan.
all about fun. Let's have
But Eric, you're awesome. I like your slogan. I like that when you say, all I'm
Don't be a
asking
douche,
for
be a
is
beverage.
don't be a douche.
No, don't be a douche.
Yeah, make
Appreciate
sure you
that.
keep your douche bag off air.
Yeah, throw that thing in the fire.
No.
Light that on fire, put it on your neighbor's door.
Oh, you smell like rose or honey.
Well, cheers, Eric. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
It's your last chance. Last beer.
My last
Cheer
year.
up, Charlie.
All right.
Cheer up, Charlie.
King Julius, or Julius,
can
the
use
double
it.
dry hop version of King Julius. It's kind of green, to be honest with you. It's got like a weird.
Well, you just got it, let's say, Josh. I mean, probably next few days.
Yeah, I mean, it was canned on the 26th of April, so I mean it's still pretty fresh, but it's good.
Give it a couple days, it'll probably taste even better, let's say, Josh.
Yeah, I got one more can. I got a lot of other treehouse to go through, but I like it. I just can't get past that greenness on it. I think it's still a little too fresh, maybe.
Like I said, give it a couple days and you'll be golden, legendary Josh.
But the flavors on it are great. You get like the peach and like some orange, like orange rind on it. Nice creaminess to it. Is it world class? Is what they're calling it. I mean, I don't know if it's 100, but or what Untapped is giving it like a 4.7 or something like that. But it's good. I would probably give it. I give it a 96. I mean, not the craziest IPA I've had. Or double IPA.
Well, 100 is extravagant. If it's not extravagant to you, then yeah. Don't give it 100 because other people are
good.
giving it 100. Don't be one of them motherfuckers who everybody else is doing it, so I'm gonna do it because that's bullshit.
I mean, it's a 96 is a pretty good score. I mean, it's not 100, but
Very good score.
yeah, I think I just need to let it sit for a little bit. My buddy said he had it on draft, and he said it was probably one of the best IPAs he's had. But to each their own. I wanted to get it just to try it because I've heard all the hype around it with that series, the King Julius series. Like I said,
I've heard about it, but I never had it.
back in the day, I think when it first came out, people were buying cans for like $20, $30 for a single can just to get a taste of it. But yeah, King Julius 96. You can get your hands on it, give it a shot, and let me know what you think.
That's a good review, Joe.
Shout out wise, last beer, my channel, beer bowl discussions every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Philly Crooker 87 is where I post the beers that I'm drinking, a little description, that kind of stuff, picture, all that goodness. Who else can I shout out to? Let's see, Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. He does his Thursday night beer sessions, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. this week he's doing an old school KBS versus the new school KBS. So check that out. Check out Leprechaun TV, the hot seat, Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I think everyone else can kind of shout out everyone else's channel and their own stuff. So cheers, BuMpY. Thanks for having me. Cheers to the panel and cheers to the chat. And another good new brew. Cheers.
Cheers.
Perfect.
Cheers, Josh.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, Josh. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up fashionably.
I was on the toilet.
Cheers, Josh.
Cheers.
Make it called.
Pepsi Cola.
It's a cool.
Has this guy gone yet? No. I don't think Alex, you haven't even gone yet, have you? There you
I've
go.
gone on other things, but I'm not going on to do my beer stuff. My beer, I'll give it. It's very tasty. It was very tasty. I had it upside down at my house, but I didn't put it upside down today here, so I should have done that. But
Well, it's okay. It's just to keep it rotating so that it doesn't settle.
right, I think that's what happened. It was creamy. It was really tasty. The other ones that are at my house now, they're still upside down, so they won't settle because it'll just settle on the top. So when you obviously open it now, it will not. It'll be very creamy. This was still creamy, but it wasn't heavy. I hope it don't explode. No. But yeah, I did taste that cinnamon. I did taste the strawberry, so that was pretty good. It was very carbonated, meaning like a little heartburn kind of feel. But it had a great flavor. I will get it again, but, just to drink. I say that, but then I don't because I just buy other beers to review. So for this strawberry rhubarb, I don't know what that word is. The C word. The last. What is it?
Cobbler.
Cobbler.
Oh, Pablo.
I will give this a 90. I know most of my drinkers get 100, but I think what will happen is that the next time I try this, it might get 100 because I like it. I like it thick, but at the same time, it's kind of good that's not so thick because sometimes it gives me that stomach thing because
I
of
like them too. I like them thick too, Alex.
because of the lactose. Yeah, but the lactose doesn't really bother me. I think it's just, I don't know. It all depends, I guess. I don't know. It's a good beer. I'm looking forward to getting more of this series. I'm looking forward to all the Drecker beers. I probably still need to get the milkshake one to review. It's all on Facebook and on Instagram, but I never got a chance to review the Drecker milkshake IPA, including those other beers, the other series, not Drecker, but another brewery, as you've seen me, as you've seen on Facebook and Instagram. I have to review those two beers too. I have to get them again, which is 450 North. They are freaking phenomenal. So yeah, I think Drecker and 450 North do hit the cake. I know I didn't get 100 on this one yet, but maybe I will next time I drink it. But it's a 90, and that's it.
Alex,
Yes, Jose.
would you expose your junior high's English teacher's past?
Huh?
No, of course you wouldn't, because that would Drecker.
I will. Dude. I got kicked out of school. My 9th grade year. My teacher wanted to fuck me, dude.
Oh, jeez.
Her husband was a science teacher.
In that chair.
She knew the science teacher, Mr. Ryerson, wanted to fuck me. And I got kicked out of school because Mrs. Ryerson wanted to fuck me. And Mr. Ryerson became principal the next year.
Hell yeah.
Dude, and Mrs. Ryerson wanted to fuck me. She was sitting there crying during, like, when I had...
Oh, so you guys hooked up. That's good. I don't know how you did that.
Bit of a family group sex situation.
Mrs.
Don't
Ryerson
lie,
wanted
Drewski.
to fuck
Don't
me.
you lie. I know you probably hooked up with her. I'm not
Drewski, what's 1
Yeah,
plus
I
1?
hooked up with her. Dude,
Menage a
she's
trois.
fucking hot, dude.
Don't you lie.
She's pretty fucking hot, dude.
Then ask around a
And
bit. How it
Mr.
feels.
Ryerson knew this. And he got wind of it, and he was like,
Wow.
Jesus.
We gotta get
All right.
this
Well,
one.
Drewski, we'll get around to you for your shout out.
You guys should be dating now.
You
Then.
know,
I'm not happy with you, Drewski. You need to go ask her out.
All right.
Go ask
I'll
the
be happy
simple.
with you.
Now
You owe
let's
me,
go ahead and
Drewski.
finish up.
You owe me, Drewski, until you ask her out. All right. So beyond that, and I'm not joking either. Food Friday. We're gonna be doing what's it called? Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo, known as Mexican food and beer, whatever beer you want to bring. And so that will be at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. And then the other shout out is Let's Say Johnny Boy. I mean, you get your you
Big
just
John.
you go
We all love Big John.
you go to Georgia Beer Reviews and you go to his channel. And if you don't know what, like I said, if you don't know Johnny Nelly, you go to Georgia Beer Reviews and you get your stouts on and you get your porters on at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time in the morning. You'll get your day starting off right. Appreciate you.
Big
Right.
Johnson
Cheers,
and
Al.
Elliot.
Yes.
All right. So for my beer, yeah, I liked it. I thought it was very good. Definitely reminiscent of fruit punch. It's definitely like diluted fruit punch. I wish the fruit flavor was a little bit sweeter. I wish it was a little bit more full body. I do like the sour aspect of it. I'll give it like an 89 out of 100. I think that's a fair rating. Yeah, the only thing I really didn't pick up was the pineapple. I got all the other fruits, but the pineapple wasn't really showing through at all. Yeah, if it was just a little bit more fruity. I definitely feel like the cherry and the pomegranate kind of take over the palate, and the other ones just kind of hang out in the background. But yeah, it's a decent beer. So shout outs. Wednesday we'll be doing a brewery review. We'll be going over Founders Brewery. So bring a Founders beer. It doesn't have to be a new one. It could be something you've already had before. So bring the beer that you want to review from Founders. Throw up a rating for that beer, and then each of the panel members will rate the brewery. We'll check out the website and all that. Talk about distribution, stuff like that. Pretty much everything that has to do with the brewery as a whole. And after everyone's given their ratings on the brewery, we'll average the ratings out as a panel, and that'll be a rating for the show. So that's Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes.
And then I also have Rate That Beer on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Bring any beer you want to review. It could be a revisit. Could be something new to you. And yeah, just it's open panel, live beer community beer reviews. Shout outs for other people. I think everybody's pretty much kind of covered everyone. I think I shout them out maybe Saturday. I'll shout them out again. Beverage Ramble. Check out Beverage Ramble with Pierre. And yeah, thanks for having me, Bumpy. And cheers, guys. Cheers, chat, panel.
And if you want to fucking sub to my channel, it's Brewski Drewski, not Drewski anymore because my shit got shut down.
All right.
I'll put it here.
Well, you're almost up, Drewski. You're almost up. All right. Well, cheers,
Oh,
Tanner.
I get a
Thanks
chance?
thanks for
Oh
being
my
here.
gosh, I get a chance.
Cheers, Tom. All right. So this is a good beer, good Northwest style red ale, for sure. Piney, citrusy, like they said on the label, very good. The rose kind of threw me off at first. I didn't really like that so much, but in all reality, it was pretty drinkable. I would give this a 92 out of 100. It was definitely an A range beer. It was interesting and fun. So here, let me look up at you guys. There's my camera. But yeah, so as far as like shout outs go, I have my shit up here because I can't remember what I put up. Tuesdays will be German Pils, Belgian Dark Ale, or any IPA style. I threw in any on the cheese and any on the beer side for one of them because I wanted to make sure that everyone can get here. And I made it like anything smoked for cheese, feta, and goat are the three choices. So bring one of those. And don't do any research. Just kind of like see if it goes. it'll be fun, I think. So we'll see how that works. It'll be 8 o'clock Eastern on Tuesday, and Wednesday will be a chocolate cake with like raspberries, blueberries, a vanilla inside, filling with blueberries, raspberry, and maybe chocolate sprinkles or whatever the hell else is on that.
Whoa.
But that's what I showed as a picture. So
you're gonna get fat,
but
dude.
no, you're not eating that. But use that as an example to find a beer that would go with that kind of thing, or just an idea of what that would be. So an imperial stout probably is, or an imperial brown, some kind of imperial dark beer. Where even a Belgian would work very well, I think, with that, as long as it had those fruit flavors and stuff like that they're adding on that top of that cake, with the vanilla, lactose, whatever. But be there for 6 o'clock Eastern for I Like Your Style. Ilus.
And that's Wednesday, right? Legendary Beerman.
Wednesday, 6 o'clock. Yep, and 3 o'clock Pacific.
You already know. I got my
I know. I saw that, and yours will work perfect. So,
Thanks, man.
yeah, and I don't know what else. Oh, the brewery's like done. Like I just have to do the drain tomorrow and then get the inspection. So
Right.
that'll be my new studio. I'll be out there. You'll see a whole new like thing once I get this inspection over with.
Now we're gonna have some Beer Man beers.
Yeah. Well, eventually, you guys can try my screw ups. But
Yeah.
I'm currently looking for a job, and my dog died. So cheers to you guys.
What a fun life. dude.
Such a somber moment.
Beer Man,
Yeah,
why are
it
you
kinda
looking for a job?
sucks,
You're-
actually, but
Beer Man, you're a full-time beer
I'm not
YouTuber.
real
Why are
happy
you
about
getting a
that
job?
situation.
Oh my God, help me.
Well, I do want to send out my condolences and cheers
Sorry
to
about that,
Bruce
Legendary
to
Beer Man.
Brewski. Was a beautiful brindle bulldog pit mix.
Mini pit, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, man. Appreciate
Why
it.
did he pass
Beautiful-
away, Beer Man?
absolutely
Take a
beautiful
moment
dog,
of
but
silence.
He had heart
Take a
conditions.
moment of silence.
Fluid in the lungs.
he had a wonderful wife. I'm sure.
Silent
living
Take a
down
moment
there
of
with Beer Man.
silence, please.
That's all you can ask for when you raise a dog.
I will have. I'm gonna have a. I'm gonna have a
Can we get
ceremony.
fucking 10 seconds here.
Okay, 10
Moment of
seconds.
silence
All right.
for fucking.
Drewski.
Well, that's up to Barley.
Yeah, 10
That's up to
seconds. Go.
BuMpY. But yeah, it's his show. Depends on how fast your heart's beating. Okay, cool. Right on. We're good. Yeah, he was a good dude, and we'll have another one eventually. We got another one that's old as shit, and he's gonna go next. So, but yeah. So quite a day, and I didn't mean to bring that up. It was thrown out as comedy, but in a somber kind of comedy.
Beer Man, why are you trying to
But,
get a new job if you're full-time
I
beer?
know I didn't mean to mention that either. I'll mention that in my back end. I'm sorry. I just kind of threw shit up. I'm throwing shit out there right now. I am not in my mind right now. So all
That's
right.
okay.
Cheers to you guys. Thanks,
Always
BuMpY,
here
man.
for us, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, Bear Man.
You guys are all
Thanks-
good friends,
Thanks for
man.
being here
Appreciate
tonight.
Yeah.
Didn't know if you would show or not, but glad.
I had to get
This looks like Beer Man will be here on Friday too. Can't wait.
out of my mind. That's all.
Yeah.
Yup.
All right,
Good man.
Drewski.
Alright,
Now's your chance to.
I'm just gonna make this somewhat short. If people don't know my motherfucking shit, it's Brewski Drewski. It doesn't even matter anyway because I don't really create any content. But if you wanna sub my shit. It's not Drewski Brewski, it's Brewski Drewski. And all these motherfuckers right here are awesome as fuck. I love these people. They're great fucking people. Even Eric over there. Me and Eric didn't start off on the right foot, but I love Eric. Eric's awesome too. But hell yeah. So just
Cheers.
sub who you're subbing, fucking
Awesome.
right the fuck on. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Drewski, man.
All right. Cheers.
Love you, brother.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Drewski. Thank you. And I hope you have a good time at work tomorrow. So Eric now has another added name. We call him Eric Wrongfoot.
Wrong foot?
Because you and Drewski got off on the wrong foot, apparently.
My
So
Native
Eric
American
Wrongfoot.
name, Eric Wrongfoot.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you can hang out with Elizabeth Warren.
Chief Wrongfoot.
So I'll talk about this beer a little bit more. There's not much more to say about this one except it's almost an exact. It's like they took a KBS beer and just put it into a glass. It's either that Underground Mountain. It's a very coffee forward and chocolate KBS style brew. I'd say the barrel notes didn't really come through all that much in it. Like I wasn't picking out like oak and extreme vanilla or anything. This was just like an extreme chocolate and coffee forward imperial stout. 13.5% ABV, I would say. The alcohol wasn't really hitting. It wasn't very warming. It didn't have like an alcoholic flavor, but it definitely made my palate and throat feel thickened. It kind of gives you that like that phlegm like thickness, and yeah. So it's got kind of a stickiness to it. It kind of coats the tongue and everything, and makes all the hairs on the frog stick up. So for this Boulevard Magic Drip, I'm going to give it a 95 out of 100. If there's anything that has coffee in it and I can kind of tolerate it, I think that's a good thing because I'm not much of a black coffee fanatic. So anytime it's kind of a little bit sweetened, it's better. So it kind of tastes like a coffee, like a chocolate coffee blend type thing.
Somebody's got to take that man down, and I don't think any one of you are gonna do it. It's gonna have to be the goddamn Drewski Brewski.
Who the hell are we taking
All
down?
right, I'm gonna take down
Are we
Drewski
off air?
Brewski right now. All right, so I take down the Drewski Brewski. That's been settled.
Right on.
And what else? Promos and shout outs. 50-point inspection videos. I put them out on Wednesdays and Fridays. So just look forward to those. Those are my beer reviews. Just done on a different scale for scoring. And this show. What's it called? New Brew. So it's a show called New Brew. It airs on Monday, like tonight's Monday here anyways. If you're in New Zealand or Australia, it's probably Tuesday or even England at this point. But yeah, just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. That's all it really takes. We gave Drewski I shouldn't say we. I let Drewski stay in, even though he didn't have a beer. He definitely didn't have anything new to himself. But we let him stay in for some commentary. So next time, if you're going to join up, make sure that you have a beer if you're going to be up here on panel to join the panel. But yeah, bring questions. Questions are part of the show for the panel to answer. And that goes for both the panel and the chat. And I want to appreciate the chat and the panel too for being here. Drewski's popping.
Right on, Drewski.
So let's go ahead and appreciate those that have shown up here in the chat. I'll just scroll all the way up. Whoa, not all the way. Well, I know Flacco was here, so cheers to Flacco. Oh, that's just keeps going up. Cheers to Aussie Commerce. Josh Lastbeer, Kyle popped in. Sam Smalley, cheers to you. Cheryl Crawford here once again. She's always here. And I know that he loves it when I say this out loud, but Willie Fister ass. Thank you so much.
Willie Fister ass.
FACP monitoring. Cheers to you. Thanks for being here. I'm not sure if Drewski brought you along, but thank you for monitoring the chat.
I told you the whole
Miscellaneous brew reviews also. I should shout him out too. He did say that he liked his beer that he had, so I think he would have scored it fairly decently.
Okay.
Sorry that he couldn't make it to the end of the show, but yeah. I'm gonna shout him out too.
Really fast,
Miscellaneous does on Thursday nights his beer sessions. Sometimes it's a beer session where he's just gonna drink a few beers, 3 to 4, in session. That's on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. He changes the show a little bit, but it's always at the same channel, same time, on Thursday. 8 p.m. Eastern. It's miscellaneous brew reviews. So this Thursday he's going to be doing 2 different KBS beers, just to see what the difference might be between them. So check him out.
Nice.
And who else? Blake TV, cheers. JV's Hangouts, Jeremy. Thank you guys so much for showing up and being here. Part of the show as always. And Paul from Canada. Middlefru. Cheers to you. Thanks for being here, buddy. Who else? SBG. I like to call them salt, black pepper, and garlic because it's usually SPG for that, but we can throw it as black pepper instead of just pepper. He does different things on his channel. He does anything from gaming to beer reviews. Very kind of comical. He does like little skits and stuff sometimes, and interesting stuff to watch. If you're into beer reviews but you get bored by beer reviews, he's definitely somebody to watch. Will not bore you. SBG.
The sheer size of that guy's forearm. Oh my
and
God.
Who else am I missing? Just scrolling down through. Don't want to miss anybody, but we may have to because I'm going to end up ending the show. But we do have KJ, Kevin Johnson. Thank you so much for showing back up. Oh yeah, Skateboarder W. He threw out a question tonight in the chat. I appreciate that. It was just so close to a question that we've already had recently. But yeah, please bring questions. That's it. Go ahead, Alex. If you want to take.
Oh yeah, you know me. I do that all the time. I love it. This is Alex, the Beer Master, and we will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. This is Alex, Beer Master, signing out.
Watch this front flip.
Do.